Right, hello everybody, Joe the Aviator fan here, and welcome back to, of course, another video. As you may have noticed, I am back at the lovely All Saints Thorpe Abbotts Church, as you can see here. Lovely graveyard, but unfortunately next to a very not so lovely road. As you may have noticed, last time we did an exterior and an interior video of this church. It took me ages to do an interior video because this church isn't open a lot. But as luck may have, stupid thing. Sorry, that was one of those weird white flying things that are around here. Welcome to the countryside, I guess. Right, anyways, the church is open, which is a good idea. Which means today we are going to be doing an exterior and an interior video. This is the first time we've ever done a full look around, a full tour of this church on both the outside and the inside. So right, let's get started. We'll, of course, go this way and then behind me. That's right, this is the tower. As you may have noticed, it has an octagonal belfry up there, where my finger is. So basically, I don't really know what the theory is, but basically, when they build churches, right, they don't rely on computers because they didn't exist back then. So basically, they had to use bits of paper to build these churches, and these churches were built using really good materials. So, for example, this is what I call stone and cement. Basically, these two materials combined, that's a nice view, allow a church to stand for long periods of time. I've actually been told this church is 900 years old. This is never seen before. This looks like a Japanese character of some sort. I might have to translate what it could be, but just been carved there. So yeah, we have our round tower, which confirms this is an Anglo-Saxon church, because obviously they were built with round towers. Here we have the porch and myself. Hello. I've got my coat shot on, and of course camera, because I've been doing a bit of plane spotting. Might do some later once this video's done. Anyways, this is the porch. This is how you enter the church. Obviously there is another alternative entrance that they used to use. Lovely stained glass windows. They've got a good configuration that goes up like this and then down. This plaque I explained to you guys about before. Near this place lieth something body of Sufan, late wife of Henry. What? I have no idea what that says. Feel free to pause the video on that point so you guys can zoom in and help me identify it, but if not, that's fine. This is another configuration of church windows. They go like this because that's how church windows are usually supposed to be. Like when you go to churches, you'll see windows mostly in that configuration or in different configurations. Over here we have the back church. In fact, I've had an idea. I'll give these sections nicknames. So we have the back church, or the end church. We have the rear church, the middle church, the forward church, and the tower church. But it's a lot more complicated than that, actually, because we have the nave, which is where all the people sit. I'll explain more about the nave once we go inside. The chancel, however you want to say it, is where the altar is. Congregation is usually meaning, i.e. the group of people who go to a service, like my carer's mum, for instance. This is the Devil's Door. If you're new to the channel, I'll explain it. So basically, when a person and or baby gets christened or baptized, some people say that the devil, if the devil was harboring within their soul, once they were baptized with this special type of holy water, they'd flee out of this door. So basically, because of this, this would get referred to as a devil's door. This was used as I think the original entrance to the church, and then of course the porch came into fashion. I'm not bothered if any planes are going over. I'll do that nonsense later. And if I just stand back far enough, that is an impressive view. If I get it as an generative thumbnail, as you usually do on YouTube, it'd be great. Right. So quick recap: tower, nave, porch, chancel, back. Of course, we have a roof and a door. That's right. Now that I've done the interior, sorry, Mr. Roll, mixed the words up. Come on, Mr. Spinks, you're better than this. Yeah, that's my surname. So right, we've done the exterior of the church. We're now going to move on into the interior, which I did a video on last time. So I'm going to be a little bit more quiet in the interior. I have checked, there was no one in there. Now look at this. Close the door. Oh, that's a big clang. No, but look at this. This is what the inside of the porch looks like. I love these yellow, beigey, toned walls. Of course, we have a little commemorative thing. It says the weather vane on the tower was replaced on June 9th, 1993. So basically, the church tower, when I first moved into this amazing place, how do I put it? The weather vane wasn't originally on there, but they originally added the weather vane. Of course, just some great sacrifice stuff. Just as a disclaimer, I'm not really religious. I like these churches for their architecture, which you would have noticed if you have been following my channel since I first posted my first church video. And of course, the roof of the porch. Oh, I love those grey coloured bits of wood, they're good. Right, enough dilly-dally, let's enter the inside. I'm going to enter this door. And in we go. So right, as you may have noticed, we did do an interior video here last time, but I felt the need to combine the two into one. I'm not really much of an edit-like person. When it comes to these videos, I'm more of a non-editor. So right, here's the interior. I'm really glad it was opened. First point of interest, the nave. This is the nave, as you can see. It's got pews in. Pews are basically seats you can sit on. Like, for instance, I'm going to sit on one now because I can. Basically, if you sit, this is the view you get. It's a lovely view. So there's around... I've lost count. Darn it. Hang on. 1, 2, 3... Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Oh, whatever. So yeah, the nave, I think, probably extends to here, is where all the pews are. We've got many. So basically, when a service happens, you are of course going to have people sitting in the pews, waiting for the organist to play his tune. Here we have, I think it's called the pulpit. You would often get the reverend vicar, it's mostly reverend of the church, standing here. I'll see if I can actually stand on it. So if you were a reverend, this is the view of the church you would get. Better get down on it quickly. I remember when I used to do church videos, I literally don't like when people walking on me because I'm not really great. This is the chancel, and these lovely seats are called choir pews. Why? Because it's where the choir sits. You would have never known that, would you, without me? I know churches and I know aviation. That's why those are the two types of content I post on my channel. Also, we're up to 61 subscribers now. Thank you, people, for giving the support. I mean, I only wanted to start doing YouTube. Right, here's the organ. Basically, it plays whenever people are in the service. It does it, you know, for the hymns and, oh, I forgot to mention actually now. The hymns are there. These are obviously going to be the hymns for Sunday, which is tomorrow. Then we have these amazing knobs, which have original writing on, look. Sorry. Right, so next, I was saying this in the last video, during the 1940s, there was a bomb group based at the area Thorpe Abbotts airfield called the 100th Bomb Group, also known as the Bloody 100th. If I just stand back a little bit more. These two flags symbolize the relationship between the United States of America and the United Kingdom. And then if we look up, we of course have the lovely roof. I really like roofs in churches, don't you? I think they're my favourite part of churches because the roofs make churches look alive, and when you look up at them, wow, they look amazing. And then, of course, we have another piece of roofing. I love those. Look, you can see various angels, 3 on each side, so it's 16 tall. And then, of course, we have a stained glass window of the Lord himself. These churches, I believe, were specifically built for him, and a lot of religion around them. Right, that is the video. It's going to be around maybe an 11, 12 minute long video, because it's a combination of exterior and interior. So we're going to go outside now. Oh, just one more thing. Through here, I can't open it, is the tower room. Basically, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 bells in. And of course, we have a little dedication to the bomb group here with their emblem and the emblem of the 8th Air Force, which is what they were part of. And of course, a coat of arms of George III. You tend to see these coats of arms in churches a lot. And a church is not a church without a font. These are used for christenings and or baptisms. And of course we have these amazing carvings, like an angel, a weird lion half angel, cow half angel thingy, and a bunch of others. And lovely bit of flowers. Right, so that's it for the video. I'll go grab my camera quickly and put it back on. We've had some pretty lovely weather today, so yeah, I hope you liked this video. I might do another Flixton walk around video soon. I did one recently on I did one recently revisiting the Phantom 2 after some comments I got, so make sure to check that one out when you have a chance. I have playlists for each of my topics, so personal, church crawling, aviation, unboxing. So yeah, if you wanna watch something that has an interest to you, feel free to check them out. And I will be providing an old Buckingham Air Show video soon, guys. That's right. It's of course gonna be of, I know a few of the planes. So right, hope you found this video quite enjoyable, especially for a Saturday morning. If you're feeling a bit bored, there's something for you to watch as I shall be uploading once I get back in my house. So right, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.